Good morning. Back again. I had some thoughts yesterday, so I thought I'd chat to you about it. I imagine, that was a bit wibbly wobbly. I imagine some of you have just gone, oh God. And for the ones that didn't, hello. So, should I put that? Oh yeah, I can hear the kettle. I've got a boob appointment I need to leave in about half an hour. I'm cycling to the Barks. I'm quite a cysty person, so I have to go and get them checked. That's a bit of extra information for you, a bit of TMI. Yes. I had some thoughts yesterday. I have written down what the general subject of the thoughts was, so I'll refer to that in a minute. Before we get on to that, I've noticed something in a bid to not chop my head off. I think I chopped that part of me off now. So God knows what you're getting at the moment. From the under the nose, I chop off now. So we'll just have to roll with that. And yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, just as an aside point. So yeah, just a little rambly chat. However, there are some. I'll make the title a bit more specific to what my thoughts were yesterday. This morning, so I don't know, what's the thing with wasps? Do they come out for is it like mayflies and other things that kind of appear? Sometimes you get those flying ants as well, and they seem to appear at a certain time. Because this morning, I just have to offload this. I had my window open, wasp comes in, I managed to shoo him out and see there's some more out there. So I shut my window, came downstairs, I can see some in the garden. So what is it, July? So I don't know, and this is another thing, it's going to be a hot day today. Have they come out going, the weather, apparently it's going to be 29 today, and then it's going to be raining forever after that. Better get out and about today. I don't know, because I have not seen any wasps yet this year. Have you? Let me know. And now it's like Wasp Central on the day that, I've got to cycle to our Royal Barks and then RBH, and then I was planning, and I might be going out. It's strike day as well, so I might be out with Maud. I don't know what I'm doing. But if not, then I will be getting on that outdoor sofa and making the most, because then it's going to rain forever, according to the forecast. So, I'm just going to check my tea. I can do my tea. Yeah. But on top of the thoughts from yesterday, a little house update. Apparently, so I popped into, after sending an email to the estate agent going, and blah, 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 and what's happening? I popped in there because my bus literally dropped me right near them when I came back from sourcing. So I popped in and then she's like, it seems like, your buyer, basically she was saying buyers are all virtually ready. And I went, okay, well, I came to kind of try and push it along, and now you've said, it is along, and now I'm a bit... But that is, that's just the buyer side, and solicitors confirmed same that they're happy with all the answers to the queries now. And that's what the estate agent said, that they've already signed the contract. They're literally ready. However, we're not. So our flat, so Tom's got a flat going through it, and our flat, we've got some queries on that, and some of it's is going to be to do with getting building regs certificates or something from the council. So I believe, so if I've read that correctly, that could take God knows how long. So I don't want to cock up our sale in any way. So I literally, if it got to it, I would go and rent somewhere temporarily, if necessary. So that's an update on that. Sorry for this moving about. Right, let's have a look then. And it was Where did I start? I just had all these thoughts and thought I've got to share this. To do with the decluttering, yes. Right, where did I start? To do with decluttering and minimalism, some of my favourite subjects right now. And let's start from minimalism. Oh, I need to keep an eye on the time as well. Have I got anything with the time on it? Oh, she's not in here to ask her. I'll check in a minute. So actually, I think some people are, and I would say, and stop laughing, people that see me shop, in a way, like I'm naturally quite, that half on the angel on that shoulder is minimalist, and I've always felt like that because, like, decluttering always makes me feel so good. I feel so much lighter. I don't know what it is. It seems to give me a buzz. I don't know if it's the change as well, because I love change as well. I get so bored with stuff. So anyway, I was looking at, just like mindlessly looking for like hashtag minimalism and stuff, just trying to occupy myself when I'm not doing work and crap. I found extreme minimalism, which is, I find it interesting. A lot of people will be running for the hills, like, and being scared. But I find it very interesting. So one of the things I found last night, which kept me up till 1, ridiculous, was this guy who lives without furniture. And he said, yes, some people just think he's weird. And I'm like, well, it's a bit weird, I think. Probably is, isn't it? However, he was talking about he's quite a sort of flexible person, and he was like doing the splits and stuff. And he said he does do climbing wall stuff, but he doesn't do any like stretching exercises, and he could do the splits. And he said, what happened? I don't know. Was it in lockdown they started doing it? I can't remember why they decided not to use chairs anymore. Bear with me on this. But the takeaway from, there's actually, yes, I am actually sat on the floor. Oh, that's not a real tattoo, by the way. That's Maud got some temporary tattoos and did us all at Tom's watch party on Saturday. Although, having said that, I'm actually quite liking it. But I changed my mind too much, so I can't go down that tattoo route. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the chairs. So I'm sat on the floor right now, although I'm actually on a floor cushion. Interestingly, and this makes sense, as you get older, I do it. If I bend down in the charity shop, as I'm getting up, I'm going, oh, he said, and we know this, that you should try to keep, I'm not that old, but you're meant to keep, as you get older, mobile, and that helps with flexibility. And one of the takeaways from them not having their chairs is, he said, you move around more, and the amount of times he gets up and down, he's constantly moving joints and stuff that they're kept supple, and they're not getting all stiff, and he's not getting so much that, when you go to stand up and stuff. I thought, well, that does make sense. And I was thinking about kids. They you think about how supple kids are, and we just think it's because they've got young bodies. It might be part of that. But if you look at them, they're all over the place all the time, moving in different directions. That just everything's kept supple, and their tendons aren't just like not moving. And he was talking about like a sedentary lifestyle. I thought, oh my God, it's so true. Like, we sit, like a lot of us just sit all the time. There's chairs everywhere, and we move from one chair to the next. And especially if you're doing a job work at a computer, you might sit at the breakfast table, you're sitting on a chair, then you move from that chair to a desk chair, then you might go somewhere like on a bus or train, you might sit at the bus stop. We do a lot of sitting. And what's this got to do with minimalism? Just to do with the furniture thing. I'm not about to get rid of our sofas. In fact, I absolutely loved sitting on the outdoor sofa with everybody on Saturday. However, it did. Oh, I think I started looking at it because of the fact he said they were living without furniture. But they've got some things, and somebody else was chiming in with that, like they have. There's a low table that they've got, like really low. I don't know how you'd. Well, yeah, no, I don't think you don't use. But then some countries do use low tables, don't they? And is that still a Japanese way of living, where with low tables and sitting almost, on the floor? It's got to be a good reason. I mean, I bet there's a good reason for that. Anyway, I found that interesting because it was kind of part of minimalism and the fact that he doesn't live with furniture. And I'm kind of like I'm very interested at the moment in the less stuff you're having. I'm quite a clean person as well, even though I'm quite happy to go it's that extreme thing, isn't it? No, not extreme. The different, the angel and the devil, because I can, because I can go to a festival and I love living like a pig for a few days. Like go to Glastonbury, 5 days, no shower. Yes, please. I don't know why. And then the shower that you have when you come back, or bath, is incredible. Makes you appreciate everything. Makes you appreciate beds and everything again, and chairs. See, we even take chairs to concerts, don't we? We do it. When Rewind, we'll have our chairs. And we take a rug as well, but we'll sit in our chairs. Yeah, I'm fascinated by the chair thing now. Because apparently it started off with not everybody had chairs, and they were talking about he was talking about how, like kings and queens had a throne, and they looked down upon everybody, and then it was seen as like a rich thing to have chairs. So then people started getting chairs, and I was like, I bet that's true as well. And then it was a sign of wealth to have chairs. The same as people do like to, I think it's more people that don't have money want to display, if they get a little bit of money, that they've got some. Like wearing, like a designer label, like an outward designer label, because you want people to know you can afford that designer label, that kind of thing, rather than. And then some people will buy a designer-made thing and it's very expensive and there's no label showing because it's good quality. They want it, not because they want people to know they can afford it. I suppose it is like that with houses and furniture and cars and everything, isn't it? Some of it is down to quality. You buy stuff because actually that just is really good quality and I really like it, feel the benefit of it. Some of it is displaying it to other people. And what will people think of me? Because that's the other thing. Because we've been through time. Well, I'm on a mattress at the moment, so is Tom. The girls are on beds, but we have been through times of so I'm not. That was accidental. I'm on a mattress at the moment, but I've been through times of just choosing to sleep just on a mattress on the floor. I find it quite comfortable. But I'm sure. I always feel like if people come around, that they think, "What's she on a mattress for?" And I shouldn't worry about that, but. And in fact, to be honest, if they're seeing my bedroom, they know me and they know I'm a bit different. Yes. Anyway, I think I've gone off topic. I was talking about minimalism. Oh yeah. So this is all part of the decluttering and everything. What else was I thinking? Oh yeah. I mean, the other thing is actually. Can I show you slightly around here? Oh. So that was just my uncle that I was saying out about. I mean, you can see there's some clear shelves up there, and there's pictures gone there. But the strange thing is, I keep saying to Tom, well, anybody that'll listen really, given the amount of shite that has left this house in the last couple of months, the amount of free cycling. Oh yeah, that's right. Down there we had a blanket box. And I only sold it for 20 quid, but that went, at least I managed to sell something on Facebook Marketplace. I haven't done much on there. But the amount of blanket boxes, we've kept the Kallax units. What else has gone? A lot of stuff has gone. A lot of stuff's gone into Tom's parents' garage. I'm surprised, given the amount of shite that has left this house, why it doesn't. It's still A lot of people say, "Oh, I never think your house is cluttered anyway," but for me, I still feel like there's a lot of shite here. It still feels it's getting easier to clean. Like you can come in with a Hoover, and you know that I like to Hoover the sofa, the floors, the windows, and in fact, anything with a flat surface gets the Hoover on it from me because why not? It's easier, isn't it? I do quite a Hoovering. Yeah. So let's get back on topic. So no, I am enjoying the space and going into the garage as well. Oh, God, it is lovely just being able to get your bike in and out really easily. Yeah, very much enjoying the space. Yes. But yes, the good angel, bad angel. I also I absolutely love thrifting and I love a bargain. And just this week, I went sourcing. I ended up buying a Ken. I might vlog that. Oh, actually, probably one of the girls want it. Got a Kenzo t-shirt with a tiger on it, £3.50. I was like, oh my God. And it would be like a baby tee. It's tight. Actually, yeah, the girls might want that. I was like, how can I not? I wasn't even really buying it for resale. I could resell it, but I thought, oh no, I'll keep that. And then the other one I got was a Scamp and Dude, like an oversized. Well, it's a size large, but so I'd have it as an oversized one. Scamp and Dude's such an expensive. This is the thing. I'm like, oh, it's such a bargain. It's a t-shirt, and I wasn't even thinking I need t-shirts. I don't need t-shirts because the girls have been clearing out the wardrobes, and I'm going, oh, I want a t-shirt. I'll keep that one. Sometimes things go to Connie and then back to me and then back to her, and then eventually we go. No, I think we're both done with it now. Like one thing I don't need to buy is t-shirts, and yet I'm out and I sit and I'm like, it's a bargain, and do you know how much they are new? You know. And so then I've got 2 more t-shirts in my wardrobe, and that's how you can clear shite out of your wardrobe as well. But you are never done with decluttering because I've now got 2 extra t-shirts from one trip in my wardrobe, and it's very lucky that I see these things when I'm out and about getting stuff for my income that I can find cheaper stuff for us as well. However, I thought about this the other day. I thought, could I go one in, one out? No, I don't know. I don't think I could. No, not right now. No. So then your wardrobe expands and then you end up having to declutter it again. It's like an addiction, isn't it? I'll tell you what else I've become addicted to. This is a real vomit of... Well, we used to, aren't we? Freaking Posh Lives. Somebody ban me. God's sake. Keep buying off Posh. Some stuff I buy is not even... I think I might have mentioned I bought a maxi dress. I'm short. After I won, I went, oh God, it's a maxi dress. I think I just saw the print and went, it's like, stop it. Yeah, anyway, but they're fun as well. They're like entertaining. Right, what else did I want to think about? And I need to check the time. Hang on. I'm here. The irony is, that wasn't a bad cycle ride, actually, about 25 minutes. The irony is, off my bike straight onto a chair. I'll go and find somewhere. There's a few people about, so I'll find somewhere a bit quiet. Okay. Yeah, I'm early, so I'm going to do some more chatting before my appointment. So, what was I saying? Furniture. So, oh yeah, decluttering. So some of it's not too difficult. Like, once you get your head around it, like clearing the aspirational clutter, you know, the stuff where you thought you were going to do some kind of incredible exercise and go and, you know, all the gear, no idea, that sort of stuff. You know, I'm not going to go rock climbing actually after all, I don't think. So, yeah, I'll get rid of that. So that stuff's easy. But where I've found the paralysis is stuff like junk drawers. And I think the reason they build up is because you don't know what to do with the stuff that goes in there. So you corral it all into a drawer. You just chuck it in there, shut the drawer, and that's it. And because I've decluttered the drawers, some of this stuff, and I just sort of moved it all to a pot. So then I said to Maud, you know, she sorted out like this entire drawer of kind of, you know, like pens and stationery type crap. And she went through and tested all the pens and all that. I said, you know, you're really good at that. She went, yeah. I said, well, got this whole pot here of similar. Could you just like go through it and test the pens and put stuff in similar piles? I mean, there were like Blue Peter badges in there and Legoland passes and so much stuff. There's money in there. Lots of pens that didn't work, that sort of stuff. And I kept looking at it and thought, I cannot face it. And I was just paralysed every time I look at it. And I was like, sometimes like, just take 2 things out of it. And now I can't go near it. It's so weird how you can get paralysed. And so, because Maud did that for me, I then forced myself to go through the last pots of jewellery. I've still got lots of jewellery and stuff to list, but I mean the pots of stuff that I'm never going to list. And I've hung on to thinking I should try and list that, and I should try and sell that, and I'm not going to. So fine, and I have done quite well with some of the bundles of jewellery. So, and some of it has been moved, onto, like, no, I will keep that, but I've gone through the last lots for now. That was hard. That was really hard yesterday. Like, one of the things I discovered was I really like jackets and coats. I like jackets and coats more than, like, some people are shoe people or bags, or shoe and bag people. I like jackets and coats. It's like if you put one on, that's your outfit done, and also I feel the cold, so that's probably why. But I have summer coats. I had summer coats. I've got one left that's being flogged. Rain mats, all sorts of different, for different temperatures. Put a hoodie on, like, put an umbrella up. Like, I don't need all of these coats, and it's only because we're downsizing to somewhere tiny, hopefully, that I've realised, well, where am I going to put all this stuff? Because there's no room in the hall. Like, you literally go straight up the stairs. I'm going to get some hooks, but also, just because I'm happy to downsize, I feel like I'm going to pause. Hang on. It's alright, someone come to get the chair. She's got her own stuff to do. So, why am I just put a hoodie on? Like, I don't need a summer coat, summer jacket. And I had loads. So I've got my big winter coat now. I've got one still for sale. And then I've got hoodies and brollies, and that'll do me. And yeah, it's not fair, I feel, just because I'm happy to downsize and declutter, to make the girls do that. Well, I won't, because they'll probably then become hoarders or something. So I just say, oh, if we can't fit it in, I say send it to Dad's. Yeah. So yeah, gone through all those decluttering layers, and I'm going to need to check the time as well. What was I chatting about? Oh yeah, something I've realised. So what thought should I go on to next? Yeah, I was talking about being a natural minimalist. I've realised see, this might be weird, or maybe minimalists can relate to it, or I'd happily own nothing. I don't even really want to own property. The only reason, I've probably mentioned this before, the only reason I'm buying that flat is because it's cheaper than renting, because I can do that. That will be cheaper for us financially than renting, which is ridiculous. And I hate also, so if then in a few years I want to sell, I'm then dependent on a number of twats to sell. Like a twat to buy it, a twat to sort out the conveyancing, a twat to sell it for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, at the moment, that guy's probably thinking, now I'm dependent on the seller's probably thinking, now I'm dependent on some twat at the council to give me my certificate, and that's holding up me getting my money. I'd happily rent and not own shit. Just feel like, I don't know, minimalists very independent. I don't know if it's my upbringing or if it's a natural thing or what, but I'm so independent. I hate being dependent on people, especially if they're cocks. I'm like, no. Like, if you can walk away from a cock, it's fine. But when you're like, oh, unfortunately, I've got to deal with them, I find that really irritating and hard to deal with. So yeah, honestly, I'd have everything on my little backpack and just be nomadic. Maybe I could be nomadic one day. I mean, obviously at the moment I've got the girls to consider, so they need somewhere stable for doing the homework while I go to school. But yeah, I looked at renting again. It's, you know, not a nice place, 2-bed terrace, like in our area. I think the cheapest I found was it 13 or 1400? Maybe 1350 was the cheapest 2-bed that I could find. It wasn't all that, I can tell you. It wasn't nice looking. Yes, it's just ridiculous, I think. And it's ridiculous how our property, how it's got to this stage where people can charge that kind of rent for something not even very nice, and you could be dealing with a cock landlord who at the end of it says, oh no, I think I found some damage, or, you know, when you haven't, like, or, oh no, it's not clean properly, I'm going to keep your deposit. And the deposits are big now, you know, like, oh, that's just £1,600 down the drain, you know. I can't be doing that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I've discovered with borrowing clothes it's like having new clothes. When I borrow something, even if it was mine before, I borrow something from Connie, I enjoy wearing it more than my own stuff. What is that about? Like getting something new to you from a charity shop feels nicer than the stuff you've got back at home. Maybe that's just the change as good as the rest thing. But yeah, I'm happy to lend stuff out, and I'd much rather... I was just thinking about like communal wardrobes and stuff then. I guess the trick is, if they actually look after it, what tends to happen half the time, I'd say, is Connie borrows something of mine, ruins it, and then goes, that's got a hole in it now. I'm like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, half of it she doesn't ruin, but yeah. Yeah, so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the cost of buying, the cost of renting. I'm still flabbergasted by it. When you... See, I talk about tiny houses. I think that the thing with tiny houses is they're cool, and people with their heads screwed on have got them and made them gorgeous. And yet, you could have... So in the US, there's lots of tiny houses. But also in the US, if somebody had... You know, talk about trailer park trash, like, it's not... Trailers looked down upon. Yet tiny houses are really cool, you know, adopted by hipsters. And I don't know, I kind of feel like we should all live in caravans and have communal gardens, and I might state the bleeding obvious here, but like cool caravans, really cool ones, and it'd just be so much freaking cheaper. I mean, I know, yeah, actually in some countries, forward-thinking countries, they are starting to like build blocks out of what do you call those things? Containers and stuff like that. And I just think, make things cheaper to buy or cheaper to rent, because this is ridiculous. I just wanted to mention that. I'm sure I've mentioned it before. Yeah, that's right. So the thing with, if you didn't have... This is the other thing. If I didn't have the furniture that we need to move, and it's not that much stuff, it's about 6 Kallax units, the big sofa indoors and outdoors, and some boxes, and that's it. Not even any beds, because we're having to get new beds. That's going to cost £1,000 to move it down the road. It's ridiculous. And I did see some minimalists who said, because they were moving a lot for work, that they wouldn't be buying furniture, so they did have something like sleeping on the floor. And they said, oh yeah, and some other ones that actually put the stuff in storage while they were moving around a lot. And I thought, yeah, fair play, because if every time you're moving it's going to cost you at least £1,000 to move your stuff, that's ridiculous. So that's annoying me. I'd love to be able to rent somewhere kind of modular, where you don't have to have furniture, you move in it, but it's cool, modular, and then when you're bored of it, you could move on somewhere else and somebody else could move in there. I mean, obviously it's not feasible, but if I could live, like, this sounds wrong, in a cardboard box. I don't mean I'm not taking the pee out, people. I mean, like, if you could live in something that didn't damage the planet, but you could order it on Amazon, put it on your plot, use it, recycle it all, and go, oh, fancy the blue flowers next month, and it doesn't damage the planet, and you get a change. I really, if you're following me, like, I really would. Same as I've always said, if I could just scoop my entire house up and put it in the dishwasher, or in the washing machine, I would. Just make things simpler and cleaner all in one go. You're probably thinking, oh God, she's batshit crazy. Why did I start watching this woman? But anyway, I had these thoughts yesterday and I thought I'd share with them. Let me just check I did share everything I needed to share. Oh, that's just, it's just some pictures of us laying on our sofa and trying to work out how we'd get it into our flat. Did I talk about that? I did. So I don't want to come off of it and go, oh, I forgot one of my thoughts that I need to share with you. No, I think I shared everything. Yeah, honestly, it's ridiculous. And I even looked at, there's like some caravans. Oh no, they don't call them caravans. What do they call them? Do they call them static homes? I'm sure it wasn't called that. For sale, between like 100,000 and I can't remember what they went up to. Like secondhand, like in existence. There's already somebody in there and they're selling it on up the road, but it's just not in the location I'd want. I would. I'd live in a caravan, like a drop of a hat. Maybe I will one day, but obviously not while the girls need somewhere near school. Yeah, you can see the cogs are going. Anyway, I think I need to go for my appointment now. So, enjoy the summer day that we're going to have today. Rain forever after that. But I don't die.